right.
Lake Norman is one of the largest man-made lakes in North Carolina, with over 50 square miles of surface area, 520 miles of shoreline, and an average depth of over 33 feet.
Some areas of the main channel are well over 100 feet deep, while the shallower parts, primarily located at the end of many of the coves, they're just a few feet.
But you definitely want to pay attention to the shoal signs while you're boating, even in the main channel, or you'll be buying yourself a new prop and giving your friends and family something to laugh about for years to come. Right, Chris?
Well, anyway, the lake is just over 33 miles long and is bordered by 4 different counties, which we call the Four Corners, and it's located about 30 to 40 minutes north of uptown Charlotte. This proximity and convenient access to a major metropolitan area is a main reason why we moved here in the first place.
I mean, look at this! Can you believe it's only 30 minutes from a huge city? You know, the lake's history is also pretty interesting. Duke Power Company dammed up the Catawba River in the early 1960s to generate electrical energy for the Charlotte and the Piedmont region. You may hear some people say that Duke simply dammed up the river and let the entire area flood, flooding buildings, gravesites, towns.
But that's not entirely accurate. Duke and local communities took great pains to raise as many structures and trees as possible. But there are some cool historical markers under the water.
Yes, like a Revolutionary War battle site, an old mill location, and yes, the original resting places for many. But don't believe the gossip. Those grave sites were all relocated before the river was dammed.
So that's what the local authorities told us. Lake Norman is massive, and that means there's a lot of space to move around on the water. People participate in any type of water activity you can imagine. You'll even see a seaplane take off and land every once in a while.
Whee! Each of the 4 corners of Lake Norman offers different views, vibes, water temperatures, and even currents. Yes, there is a current to Lake Norman because it's still part of the Catawba River chain. And yes, the water temperature on the south side is typically warmer than the north, mostly because the McGuire nuclear plant is located at the southern tip of Lake Norman.
Probably the most important factor we considered before choosing this lake is the amount of waterfront bars and restaurants. Dana likes to think of these similar to a swim-up bar and an all-inclusive resort. As of today, there's 12 restaurants and bars on Lake Norman.
Apps and Taps, Toucans, The Landing,
Port City,
Hello Sailor,
The Cabin and the Wine Cottage,
North Harbor Club,
Waterside Bar and Grill,
Eddie's at the Lake, Havana 33.
Yep, and you can't forget the Blue Parrot.
Fishing is huge on Lake Norman, with several local, regional, and national tournaments taking place each year. A bass fishing haven, that's a term we hear a lot around here. But there's also a lot of catfish, crappie, bluegill, perch, and more!
No sharks though, and no alligators. At least not that we're currently aware of. Unless some dumps one of those into the lake, this isn't the right climate for them.
Well, this is Lake Norman in a nutshell.
If you are curious about the lake itself, we hope this helped answer some of your questions.
There's a lot to learn about the Lake Norman area, more than we can fit into just one video.
So if you have other questions or want some more insight, follow us on social media or click through our website. We're happy to share what we know.